Hello, my dear children. Good morning. Welcome back to today's online class. I am Radhika, your economics teacher. Children, we will study Economics Chapter 3, Poverty as a Challenge. Today, you have a part 2. Today's our topic is Poverty Line. In the last session, we discussed about the most difficult challenge faced by independent India. What is the most difficult challenge faced by independent India? The biggest or the most difficult challenge faced by independent India is poverty. Poverty is a serious challenge in our country because every fourth person in India is poor. According to Mahatma Gandhi, when India would be truly independent, India would be truly independent only when the poorest of its people became free of human suffering. Then after, we discussed about the main problems faced by the poor people. The poor people are unable to manage 2 square meals a day and face hunger. They lacking shelter. They are not able to send their children to school. Sick people cannot afford treatment. They, they have no access to clean water and sanitation facilities. There is lack of regular jobs at a minimum decent level. They live in a sense of helplessness. They are ill-treated at almost every places. Then after we discussed about poverty as seen by social scientists. The two indicators of mentioning poverty are low level of income and low level of consumption. Apart from levels of income and consumption, following indicators are used by social scientists to look at poverty. First one, illiteracy level. It is a situation where parents are unable to send their children to school. Then second, lack of access to health care. It is a situation in which sick people cannot afford treatment. Then third, lack of access to drinking water. This refers to lack of safe and clean drinking water facilities. Then fourth, lack of job opportunity. It means no availability of regular job opportunity. Then fifth, lack of general resistance. This implies lack of general resistance due to malnutrition. Then last, lack of sanitation. It means prevalence of unhygiene of our surrounding. Up to here we discussed. Then today I am going to explain about a poverty line. Along with we discussed some other indicators used by social scientists to understand poverty. Which all are the indicators used by social scientists to understand poverty? One is income and consumption. That means lower level of income and consumption. Then illiteracy level, lack of general resistance due to malnutrition, lack of access to healthcare, lack of job opportunities, lack of access to safe drinking water, sanitation, etc. Clear, children? Okay. Let's move to today's topic. That is poverty line. You know what is poverty line? Poverty line is an imaginary line. Poverty line is an imaginary line of demarcation by which we can understand who are able to fulfill their basic needs of life. Poverty line is an imaginary line of demarcation. Demarcation means put a limit. Okay, it is a imaginary line of put a limits. by which we can understand. That means with the help of poverty line, we can understand who are able to fulfill their basic needs of life and who are not able to fulfill their basic needs of life. What is poverty line? Poverty line is an imaginary line or demarcation by which we can understand who are able to fulfill their basic needs of life. Clear, children? It is a imaginary line. The people who can or who are able to fulfill their basic needs of life will come above the poverty line, and who are not able to fulfill their basic needs of life are come under means below the poverty line. For example, this is the poverty line. Already we said this poverty line is an imaginary line. It put a one limitation. Limitation means above the poverty line showing the people who are able to fulfill their basic needs. That means this is above the poverty line. Okay, that is APL. Are you heard about APL? APL means what? Above the poverty line. That means the people who are come under this area, that is above this area, are able to fulfill their basic needs of life. And the people who are come under below the poverty line, that is BPL. Okay, this is called what, children? BPL. That means the people who are not able to fulfill their basic needs of life. What is poverty line? Poverty line is an imaginary line of demarcation by which we can understand who are able to fulfill their basic needs of life. Demarcation means put a limitation. Okay. Then, next, a common method used to measure the poverty is based on income and a consumption level. The common method. Then in which way we are measuring that poverty line and how we are putting that poverty line on the basis of income and a consumption level. Already we discussed these are the most important two indicators used for calculating or measuring poverty. Which are the two indicators used for measuring, most important indicators used for measuring poverty? That is income and a consumption level. You know, who are poor? A person is considered poor if his or her income or consumption level falls below a given minimum level necessary to fulfill basic needs. This minimum level is considered as a poverty line. Then, who is poor, children? A person is considered poor if that person is not able to fulfill their basic needs and their consumption level or that person's income or consumption level falls below the minimum level which is necessary to fulfill basic needs. This minimum level means a poverty line. Clear? The person who is not able to fulfill their basic needs or the person whose income or consumption level falls below the minimum level necessary to fulfill their basic needs, those are called poor. Clear? Okay, the minimum level is considered as a poverty line. You know, this poverty line may vary with the time and place. In all countries, measuring their poverty line in a different way. When the country is changing, according that, the poverty line also will change. Which poverty line mentioning, the way how the India is mentioning the poverty line, it is entirely different from other countries. Okay, that means poverty line may vary with the time and place. Time means according to changing time, moving time. this also will change. The last two decades we set a one poverty line, but at present we are saying another poverty line because the time is changing, the development also changing. According to that, each time we are changing the poverty line also. Each time we fixing that poverty line in a different areas. Clear? Poverty line may vary with the time and place. What is necessary to satisfy basic needs is different at a different time and different countries. You know, children, why the poverty line may vary with the time and place? Because what is necessary to satisfy basic need is different at a different time. That means in our grandparents' time, what is the grandparents' time? What they needed on that time? It's entirely different from at present time. Okay, children, on the grandparents' time, in their childhood, they didn't want a mobile phone. They didn't want a computer. They did not want to play that PUBG or the another games because on that time that things are not there. But at present, nowadays, the children want a mobile and they want to play PUBG like so many other games. Clear? That means the poverty line may vary with the time and place because what is necessary to satisfy basic needs is different at a different time and in different countries also. When the countries is changing, according to that, the people's needs also will change. The people demand also will change. The people's wants also will change. According to that, the poverty line also will change. Clear? That is why the poverty line may vary with the time and place. Each country uses an imaginary line that is considered appropriate for its existing level of development and its accepted minimum social norms. Children, please note these two terms. Then first one, level of development, and the second, accepted minimum social norms. On the basis of these two terms, each country is measuring or determining poverty line. What are the two conditions needed for measuring or determining the poverty line? One is level of development. According to the level of development. Development means, we have a three type of development. One is developed, another one is developing, and another one is underdeveloped. And according to the level of development, the poverty line also will change. That decision, that determinations also will change. Okay, level of development and the accepted minimum social norms. Minimum social norms means that we have some social culture that the society should accept that type of things is very, very essential. Clear? That is why the level of development and the accepted minimum social norms are the two important factors for fixing a poverty line. Each country uses an imaginary line that is considered, imaginary line means that a poverty line that is considered appropriate for its existing level of development and the accepted minimum social norms. So, the basis of poverty line different in different countries. That is why the poverty line will change different in different countries. For example, a person not having a car in the USA may be considered poor. In the USA, who not having a car, those person is a poor person. And that person we are calling poor in USA. But in India, owning of a car is still considered a luxury. Okay, children, this is the difference. In USA, who not having a car, those person is considered as a poor. But in India, the person who owning a car, that person is called a rich man or a rich person. Okay. Next, estimation of poverty line in India. Let's see in which way we are measuring or estimating poverty line. The estimation of poverty line in India. A common method used to measure the poverty is based on income and consumption level. Okay, children, so many times I said these are the basic concept or a basic factor or basic indicator we are using to estimating or determining poverty line, income and consumption level. Okay, children, income and consumption level along with some other social factors also there. You know that. Okay, a common method used to measure the poverty is based on income and consumption level. In India, a minimum level of food requirement and other basic needs such as cloth, footwear, fuel and light, educational and medical requirements are determined for subsistence. In our country, we are estimating poverty line. Okay, this is the poverty line. Poverty line means it is an imaginary line of demarcation by which we can understand a person who can able to fulfill their basic needs. Okay, that means first we want to fix one line. We want to fix one line. Then where we will fix that line? Here or here. That way determined. In which way we are determined where we want to put that line. Okay, that is depend on, that line is depend on minimum level of food requirement. What, children? This is the first one. Minimum level of food requirement. That person should consume minimum level of food. The minimum level of food that person should consume. Okay, not only that, minimum level of food requirement and other basic needs along with the food, other also very important basic. Okay, then next cloth, then footwear, you know, chappals, fuel and light, that is electricity, and educational and medical requirements. The basic education and basic medical treatment that person should get. This is the minimum basic consumption level or the basic level for a person. Okay, what are the things, children? Two things are coming. One is minimum level of food requirement, food item, minimum level of food requirement and other basic needs such as, what other things also? Along with the food, other things also there. Cloth, footwear, fuel and light, that is electricity, then educational and medical requirements. Okay, these all things together is known as a subsistence. This is the subsistent consumption of in our country. The subsistence level of our country. These are the subsistence level. Okay, minimum level of food requirement and other basic needs such as cloth, footwear, fuel and light, educational and medical requirements. Minimum level of food requirement in India. Then I said this is the first one, minimum level of food requirements. Then minimum level of food requirements means it is based on the desired calorie requirements. Then how much calorie the person want to take. Okay, on the basis is called a minimum level of food. Then that means in each day how much calorie food that person need to eat or a consumer. The calorie needs vary depends on this calorie also, the needs of the calorie also vary on the basis of age, sex and the type of work that a person is does. Okay, children, age means the different age group have a different calorie needed. That means the children need only less calorie, the adult group need a more calorie, the old age group need a less than adult. Clear, children? Like a sex, the male need a more calorie than the female. Then type of work, who is doing a hard work, those need a more calorie, and who is doing a less work, those need a less calorie. Clear, children? Now I am saying about a minimum level of food requirement. What is that minimum level of food requirement in India? Okay, this is one of the basic factor. This is the subsistence level, minimum level of food requirement. Then what is that minimum level of food requirement in our country? It is based on calorie consumption. These calorie consumptions vary on the basis of age, sex and a type of work that person is does. Okay, now I am going to say about a calorie. The accepted average calorie needs in India is, in rural areas, 2400 calories per person per day. That means in the rural area, the person who is living in the rural area need how much calorie? That means 2400 calorie per day. Per day, that person should consume or take how much calorie food? 2400 calorie food. This is the basic subsistence. This is the minimum level of food requirement. In the rural area, how much calorie food that person should eat? That is 2400 calories. Okay. In the urban areas, 2100 calories. In the rural area, 2400 calories, and in the urban area, 2100 calories. This much calories needed a person in each day, and this is the minimum level of food requirement in India. Clear? Clear, children? Okay, children, in the rural area they need a more calorie than the urban area. Why, children? The rural people need a more calorie than urban area. Ah, because why? People living in rural areas engage themselves in more physical work. They are doing a more hard work. But the calorie requirements in rural area are considered to be higher than the, okay. That means the people living in rural areas engage themselves in more physical work. They are doing a more hard work. That is why in the rural area, the people should take a more calorie. How much calorie they need to take? That means the rural area, that is 2400 calorie. Urban area, 2100 calorie. Clear? And we said a minimum level of food requirement and other basic needs. What are the other basic needs? Cloth, foodwear, fuel and light, that is electricity, medical and educational requirements. Okay. And that the minimum food level also we said the minimum level of food requirement means it is on the basis of calorie, and that calorie also depends on the age, sex and type of work. Then according that the rural area, the person should take each day a person should take 2400 calories. In the urban area, the person should take 2100 calories. Then after, these are then calculated in terms of money required to consume them. That means 2400 calorie food they want to take in each day. Then for buying that food, how much money we needed? For getting that 2400 or a 2100, how much money they need for spend for buying that much calorie food? Clear? These are then calculated in terms of that calorie. We are calculated in terms of money. Then how much money we needed? Okay. Such a consumption expenditures determine the poverty line. In that way, we are determining poverty line. For the year 2011-12, the poverty line of a person was fixed at, that means how much money we needed. Rural areas, we need 816 per month. The per month, the person should earn how much money, children? 816 rupees. If he earning 8016 rupees, then he can consume 2400 calories. Okay. In the urban areas, the person should earn 1000 per month. Rural areas need 816 per month and urban areas need 1000 rupees per month. First we said a calorie, then how much food they want to take in each day, and that calorie we converted to money time. That time that person, the person who is living in rural area need 816 per month per person in rural area. Like that urban areas the persons must need 1000 rupees per month per person. Clear children? According to the data of 2011 top, this is the poverty line. According to that, we will fix a one poverty line. Okay, that means in the rural area, we are putting a one line. That means this is the 816. This is the poverty measurement, 816. And who is earning more than 860? That means more than or equal to 860, those will come under these areas. Okay, that means above the poverty line. And the person who is earning less than 816 rupees, those are come under this area, that is below the poverty line. This is the poverty line. In our country, this is the poverty line, means the 816 in rural area, then place changing. In the urban area, what is the poverty line? That is 1000 rupees. The person who is earning more than or equal to 1000, those will come above the poverty line, and the person who is earning less than 1000, those will come under below the poverty line. Clear? This is the way we are calculating. First we said what is the subsistence. First the country deciding what is the subsistence level of a person. What all are the things the persons must need for following a decent life. The subsistence level of life. Okay, that means in our country, the minimum level of food requirement and other basic needs such as cloth, footwear, then light and fuel, medical and educational treatment. Okay, and that minimum food level, the minimum level of food requirements, we are calculating in terms of calorie. And that calories vary according to age, sex and work of population. At last, the calorie needed in the rural area, the persons must need 2400 calorie per day, and in the urban area, they needed 2100 per day. When this calorie, for buying that food, how much money we spend? That means this calorie we are changing to money term. That time in the rural area, the persons need 816 per month, rupees per month, and the urban area the 1000 per month, 1000 rupees per month. Children, in the calorie case, the rural area need more calorie than urban area. Why? Because they are doing a hard work. But look, children, in the money term, urban area need more money than the rural area. Why, children? Calorie more needed in the rural area, but in the money term, they are saying they need more money. The urban people are need more money. Because the cost of that means the price of the product or a cost of the product is higher in urban area than the rural area. For buying the same product in the urban area, we want to spend more money, but in the rural area, we want to spend less money. Clear? In our country, this poverty line is estimated by who? NSSO. This is another important point. Who is calculating poverty line in our country? That is NSSO. Then what is NSSO? That is National, here is S is there, children. Okay, National Sample Survey Organization. Who is calculating poverty line in our country? NSSO. That is National Sample Survey Organization. Okay, now I said about our country. Then next we comparing countries' development. Okay, that means India is a developing country, America is a developed country, and China is a developed country. Like that we are saying. On which basis we are saying India is a developing country and America is a developed country? Who is saying that? Okay, that is for comparison between developing countries, the World Bank. Who is, children? World Bank. In our country, who is calculating that? NSSO, that is National Sample Survey Organization. Then the world comparison, who is determining that minimum subsistence level? That is World Bank. Okay, World Bank uses a uniform standard for the poverty line. That is the minimum availability of earning equivalent to $1.25 per person per day. How much money needed in each person? According to World Bank, they are saying those countries, they also fixing a one poverty line. And the country which are coming above the poverty line, those are called the developed country. The countries which are coming and below the poverty lines are called developing or underdeveloped countries. Not a developing, underdeveloped countries. Okay, children. And then what is that poverty line? In which way they are facing that poverty line? According to them, the country's status. That means in the countries, one person should earn $1.25. How much money, children? It is dollar term, $1.25. You know what is the Indian currency? About 92 rupees per day. Each person should earn 92 rupees. If the person is earning that 92 rupees, that country will come under developed. The person or the country's person who is earning below that 92 rupees come under underdeveloped. Okay, children. Look, children. We said in urban area, the per month the persons needed 1,000 rupees only. 1,000 rupees means each day the persons will get a 33 or a 34 rupees only. But according to the World Bank, the person should need how much money? 92 rupees. That means 1.25. This is a dollar term 1.25. In Indian currency, that is 92 rupees. Clear? Clear, children? Okay, children, I am going to stop here. Thank you. See you next time.